friends, welcome to American Literature class, the second day of video classes online. Yesterday, we took a look at James Weldon Johnson and Paul Laurence Dunbar. And today we're going to go ahead and moving on. Last night you should have read The Taxi by Amy Lowell, In Flander's Fields by John McCrae, and then starting some poems by Robert Frost. The Road Not Taken, I like that poem a lot. The Pasture, Tree at My Window. But we're gonna go ahead and first take a look at In Flander's Field by John McCrae. John McCrae was a Canadian physician and poet, and he witnessed suffering and death during World War I that he was a part of. His poem In Flander's Field was first printed in December of 1915 and then reprinted and used in the United States as an incentive for recruiting. You're going to be watching, right after watching this video, one of your class assignments is to be watching another video that I will provide the link for down in the description box about In Flander's Fields. Flanders itself was a province in northern Belgium, and it was the site of a 4-year-long battle between British and German troops during World War I. More than 200,000 known and 100,000 unidentified or unknown British soldiers are buried there, making Flanders one of the largest military cemeteries in the world. The United States also has a small military cemetery located in Flanders. But I have a couple of pictures that you probably would have been seeing. One shows Flanders Fields that it is now just so gorgeous with all the poppies. And then during the war, such a war-torn and desolate looking no man's land is what they called it in Flanders Fields. And John McCrae wrote a poem for the comrades that he lost there. I want you to go ahead and watch the short YouTube video that, like I said, the link is going to be down in the description box, and I'm going to be having a question for each of you. Since there's only 6 of you, an individual question for each of you that you must answer and put in the comments below this video. Next, we're going to be you read The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost, and we'll discuss Robert Frost more tomorrow and talk about him more when we read his final work. With The Road Not Taken, it's just a poem about choices, about a road that, your life is going to be filled with choices. And as parents and teachers, it's our job to help you to make the best choices that you can make, but ultimately they are your choices. And The Road Not Taken is about that road, that choice that you didn't make. You chose to go the other way. And you have decisions that you can make now that are going to influence your life for years and years to come, especially at the steps at where you guys are at, juniors and seniors. You guys have a lot of important decisions that you're going to be making soon. Where you're going to college, that can affect many different things. Who you meet, even your significant other. You could meet your spouse at whatever college you choose to go to. What you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, your career choice, all these different things. You guys are going to be making a lot of these important decisions upcoming soon. So really think about and pray and seek God's will for the choices that you're making. Then you have The Pasture by Robert Frost. This poem typifies Frost's love and enjoyment of nature. He invites the reader to enjoy nature with him. And hopefully we've been seeing a lot of diverse nature lately with the rains. And interspersed with sunshine, I hope you're able to get out and about and enjoy some nature. Don't just stay cooped up in your house all the time during this lock-in. Then Tree at My Window. Robert Frost uses a lot of apostrophe in this poem, and he addresses the tree in stanzas 1 and 3 as if it were listening to him. Now, the other day, I was talking to the dog, Rock Ruff, and Pastor happened to be standing right there, and he looked at me, what? Because of what I was saying to the dog. I was like, why are you being so stupid or something? He thought I was talking to him. I'm like, no, I'm talking to the dog. He's like, well, does he answer you back? I hope he doesn't. So I always talk to the dog. And he says, well, I don't talk to the dog. I said, well, you sure talk to the cats. So he does. He has conversations with Havoc when he comes and interrupts us in the morning. All right. And then you have on page 452, Revelation. This poem is more pessimistic than Dunbar's We Wear the Mask because the speaker feels it is a pity that no one truly understands him. Although Dunbar's poem, remember, We Wear the Mask, it talked about how nobody really sees our true self but Christ. He expresses the human desire to be understood. It is transcended by the truth that Christ knows everything about us. So in Dunbar's, he talked about how, nobody truly understood us, but Christ does, and that's what we can rely on. He is our closest friend. But with Frost, it's just, oh, it's so sad. Nobody understands me. Isn't that sad? And there's no hope in his poem with knowing that Christ does know us. Then you have Flower Gathering. The poem tells the story of a couple who part ways sadly, and after they reunite, there is a silence between them. When asked if the flowers are for his love, the poet has explained that he has gathered flowers to show his care for her since they had been apart. Oh, that's so sweet. And finally, they were welcomed to their belief. This poem uses a man's hair to symbolize the passing of time. And in stanza 3, take a look at how they express the beauty of that transition. Sometimes we take a look at poor guys with their hair. And oh, they're getting older. See, it's either going gray or it's receding, but there can be a beauty in that as a grandfather turns to gray and he gets that grandfatherly look and wisdom in his eyes. But anyway, that is all for class today. Make sure you participate, pay attention, use the link in the description to watch the video about the writing of In Flander's Fields. Make sure you answer the questions and message them to me. I did not get everybody's. I got some, but not everybody texted me or uploaded on My School Works their questions from yesterday's stories. So make sure you do that. Comment down below in the questions that I have for you in the description box, and have a great day.